Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie. I'm happy to have you all here. Please come into this tarot reading with an open heart and an open mind. Take away only what resonates for you and please release the rest. Trust your own intuition above all else because you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. All right, let's go ahead and set the intention to get my Capricorn gang some clear, helpful, insightful messages wherever they are at on their spiritual path currently. All right, woo, the Tower wants to be seen. One more good shuffle and we will start pulling cards for you. For Capricorn. All right, here we go. So what's coming up in the recent past that is going to inform this reading for Capricorn? What's coming up in the recent past, please, for Capricorn? There it is. Isn't that funny how that works? The Tower. Major changes, a strike of lightning. For some of you, it could have been a stroke of genius or some sort of radical idea or download from the universe of something you may want to take action on in order to drastically change, improve your life. So presently, how is this impacting them? The Ace of Wands, yeah, some sort of new, some sort of flash of inspiration that's driving you forward. You may feel newly empowered or inspired to go after something. It could be the idea of creation, creative in the artistic sense, or just quite literally to create and to follow whatever your heart or your intuition is guiding you to. So what is supporting Capricorn? For some of you, it's like the flames of passion and desire. So it could be romantic. Let's see. What is supporting Capricorn at this time? What is the help immediately available to them? The Star. All right, so wish fulfillment. It could be an Aquarius specifically. It could be helping bring your dreams into manifestation or into reality. There could be passions with an Aquarius. But this also feels very spiritual, like it's aligning to a higher purpose or a higher calling. Being a source of guidance and inspiration for others in some capacity. The Star also indicates like friendship groups and community circles. So being well supported or well respected in a group or a community that you are already a part of. It could have to do with friendships as well. So qualities that Capricorn may need in terms of how to grow, advice. The Seven of Cups, interesting. So this almost looks like the Seven of Pentacles in its sort of depiction. Picking fruit off the tree, seeing what has come ripe or come into blossom. And maybe what is left to be desired, but it has to do with your emotions. It's almost like you're being asked, will it be satisfying? Will it nourish you in the way that you're craving? So advice, the Seven of Cups. I think this has to do with being maybe open-minded in terms of the idea of what you reap, you sow. It has to do with more of like the emotional capacity there or the feelings associated with what's going to grow here. This may also have to do with keeping an open mind in terms of your traditional like romantic type. If you consider yourself Capricorn to have a certain type in the romantic dating arena, the universe might be saying be open-minded, especially with Aquarian energy. There's something unique or different about this connection that might be trying to come into you. And it doesn't have to be a person, but this opportunity, it's a little bit out of left field. It's like with the Star, it's like you're having to adjust your compass or, what traditionally points due north. It's like you're taking the path less traveled here or taking some alternate or untraditional route. And I don't know, maybe like the feelings associated with this are different. Why the Seven of Cups in advice, qualities that Capricorn could lean into? The Seven of Cups, sevens are all about assessment. And here the assessment has to do with the powerful influence of your emotions and how that may serve as some sort of catalyst for change or transformation in your life or possibly in the lives of others. It's Venus and Scorpio, and so sometimes with that we want to feel very extreme about something. And with the Seven, it's like we're not sure how we feel about it yet. So maybe there's more to be explored here. Maybe there's more to be discovered. Again, the idea of keeping an open mind and like sort of as I say at the beginning of the tarot reading, is an open heart. Don't write something off as not your cup of tea until you've actually, sipped from the cup, because you may actually enjoy it more than you think. Venus in Scorpio is also being very protective, holding what you find valuable and very dear to your heart, wanting to be protective of that. What else for Seven of Cups? Why is that being advised to Capricorn of a quality they might need? Emotional open-mindedness, if that makes sense. And then the Two of Pentacles. I'm hearing like stretching yourself too thin is something you need to avoid or be cognizant of. Okay, I think this again has to do with merging ideas, that the idea of like something being totally out of left field or different. It's like merging two people from very different backgrounds and seeing how they work together like in unison, or seeing how they both bring different thoughts or ideas or creativity into the mix and how those blend together. Because I can tell you they are going to blend together beautifully, but there's a period of adjustment and getting to know one another better. It's almost like we have to wait for things to thaw out until people start to reveal their true feelings, or this idea that it's like it's frosty, it's a little bit cold, it's very zipped up, it's very professional. And so as you get to know this person, whether it's romantic or not, it could be, you know, a business connection or a friendship, people start to thaw out, things start to warm up, we start to be able to express ourselves more authentically because we feel safe, there's trust there, we've come to know this person knows us a little bit more, and so we can let our hair down, we can relax into it a little bit more. So what is known about the situation? What is the facts? What are the facts? What is the reality? Possibly the blessings, or what is known here? What is known? What is obvious? Strength. So a strong connection, a strong bond, a strong opportunity that will take a lot of discipline and self-control. I'm hearing the word like self-reliance. So you're going to have to put your best foot forward and lean into your confidence, because whatever you're bringing to the table, it's strong. And you have a lot to bring to the table. You have a lot of skills and talents and tools that will possibly be in high demand. Again, this idea of feeling the need to wear a mask, though, and it's like not the idea of not wanting to wear your heart on your sleeve. Eventually you're going to have to, or you're going to want to. But yeah, this what we said earlier about like this very buttoned up, professional, not revealing your hand of cards, keeping it very kind of disclosed. Is that the right word? Slowly you're going to start to feel more confident and more of a desire to express oneself. It is coming through here with the Strength card. But initially it's like we feel like we have to have these put-ons, or this mask, or this false, like a falsity, this illusion of what we are versus what we actually are. Eventually the mask is going to drop, and it does have to do with confidence and being more comfortable and feeling safe, being more vulnerable. This does have to do with relationships in your life, Capricorn. I can tell you that for sure. There's a lot of indications of maybe feeling a little bit out of your comfort zone with a person or a group of people, and slowly over time, it's not so much that you have to receive the applause or the praise. There's just like an internal knowing, an intuitive knowing that it's safe to be yourself with this person or with these people. Energetically, it's almost like what's not being spoken. You're able to read the vibe of the room. You're very intuitive right now. When you embrace sort of this unspoken love language, I know that's a weird way of putting it, but people are giving you the signs and the vibration that like, I'm literally getting like peace, like it's cool, like you're cool here, like you're welcome, like we want you to be here. And so they don't even have to say it. You just energetically can feel like this is a big moment for you to exhale, because you finally feel like you're a part of something great. I love that message. Ooh, it feels really warm. It feels really welcoming. And I don't think I don't usually need to tell Capricorn this, but don't worry about being, I don't think unicorn is the appropriate term, but a nonconformist. I think that's one of the assets that you have going for you right now, being able to strike out on your own and do it differently and still come to the table and collaborate. There's something about not just a desire to maintain your autonomy, but also it's beneficial to you in a certain way. And then you're I don't know if you're coming back to the group and leading them or just contributing ideas. You don't need to be worried about the competition. No one's going to take what is rightfully yours. you've already proven yourself. I think more than you know. So what is unknown here? What is hidden? What is in the depths? What is the subconscious? What is unknown to Capricorn here that they need to be made aware of? The Queen of Swords. All right. Your own internal judgment or inner critic is not helpful to you. And rarely is. I mean, I guess you could argue there's a time and a place for, that internal critic, but you are the one who is being most judgmental and critical of yourself. And you may actually be projecting it outward. So just be aware of that. You may be jumping to a false conclusion that someone doesn't like you, or they're being negative, or I don't know, or offering what you may view as unconstructive criticism, when really it's like, I don't know, with the Queen of Swords, it's like, it's Venus ruled. So someone is speaking in a way that they feel is going to be best for everybody involved. But you may be particularly sensitive to criticism at this time. That being said, I don't see you getting a lot of it. So again, just be careful that your own mind isn't like a self-saboteur, and sort of that shadow side, that kind of like inner devil energy of wanting you to believe that you're not good enough and that you're never going to be part of this, or that you're the outsider, or this or that. Like, that's not true. That's not true. And because it's coming up in what's hidden, I just sort of see your own mind sort of running amok some days when you're feeling overwhelmed. You may be particularly sensitive to criticism. So just do your best to be aware of it and to breathe through it. That being said, what you don't see also in a positive light is a very important conversation coming to light, where there's going to be more truth and more clarity on something that you may not have felt certain about before, especially involving the expression of feelings, or the clarity on where someone stands in regards to a relationship with you. Something about like purple amethyst, the stone amethyst, which I think is the birthstone of Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken. So this may have to do with an Aquarius or a Libra for that matter. But you may, if for those who are involved in some sort of writing project too, something about that is going to be more significant than you realize. You may attract a lot of readers or a lot of followers, or a lot more people are going to not only read your words, but also maybe hear your words. And I'm getting like quote them back to you in a way where it's like, you didn't realize that your little, I don't know, manifesto, fill in the blank, it took off and made a larger impact than you realize. It's like word is going to get back to you that your own work is being spread. But I want to be careful in how I phrase this, because I'm not necessarily getting like copyright infringement. Like, I'm not getting the idea that you see your work published elsewhere without your permission, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's like, I'm hearing the idea of like, you have a lot of listeners, you have a lot of followers, and you don't realize just the depths or the range in which it has spread. But yeah, it's like, cheers to you. It's like that's quite an accomplishment, that it's very far reaching. That's the best way I can put it. Your words, your ideas, you're a source of inspiration. Ace of Cups. Yeah, so there is a conversation about feelings, and I'm not sure how you quite literally feel about that, because it's what's hidden. You might not see it coming, or it might be something that currently you don't feel comfortable expressing, and so you're not able to see it clearly of like, oh, well, I would never come forward and say that because they don't like me, or this or that, or whatever. You'd be surprised. An important conversation about, I'm going to say, romantic feelings for a lot of you. Or a conversation with either a boss or a superior where you're being asked to help link groups of people. Hold on, I'm trying to get exactly what this is. It has to do with like you being the source of something and you sharing it. Yeah, you're being asked to share something. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I do think there's good money in it for you. And then, so what is the outcome here for Capricorn? What is the potential outcome? What is the potential outcome here? The Queen of Cups. All right, so you have two queens. So for my Capricorn risings, Cancer rules your 7th house of long-term contracts and relationships, romantic, platonic, business, etc. So I do think there ends up being, again, this idea of coming from two different walks of life and combining or merging. There's some sort of merger, or whenever I hear that, This is so random. I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with your reading. I'm just being a weirdo. Whenever I hear the word mergers, I think of American Psycho. Have you guys seen that movie with Christian Bale? Something about like mergers and acquisitions. He has some line about like murders and executions, and then the guy's like, "I'm sorry, what?" He's like, "Oh, nothing." I have no idea why I'm quoting that right now. I have no idea, none whatsoever. Patrick Bateman. That movie creeps the shit out of me. Ugh, I don't like that movie. But anyway. I do want to focus in on the word merger, though. There is, with this Two of Pentacles, two separate forces are coming together. They're joining forces. They're going to be stronger, but you guys might not hit it off immediately. Again, there's a sense of needing to get to know this person before you can actually come at this in a very pure way. Feeling like it is safe to share your ideas, because some of you feel like you want to test the waters and make sure this person is right and true and just, and that they're authentic and real, and they're not like it's like you want to make sure they're not a con artist. For some of you, you're just very skeptical because you feel like this person wears a mask. Like you have trouble tapping into like who they really are. This person confuses your intuition. That being said, there is something about the light in you is being mirrored back via this person. So it's like you guys do inspire each other. I don't really know what this tower is, but I do think it has to do with bridging off in a different direction, possibly kind of by force. It might not be something you wanted or desired, but some major change kind of impacted your life. And do keep in mind, this is the past. I'm not predicting that. But with the tower, it's like you were kind of forced down a new alleyway, or you were forced to go to a different route. And so you're making the best of it, but again, you're out of your comfort zone, and so you're needing to find your footing again. I mentioned the whole Queen of Cups thing because, again, I do think it has to do with a long-term partnership that it's starting to appear more consistently in your life, and you might not have realized this was going to be like a main player or a main character in your chapter or your narrative going forward. And for some of you, you don't love the idea of that right now, but just wait, because I do think it's divinely guided, and I do think it is going to be a blessing. I just got something very specific about this person. When they text you, they use emojis a lot, and you're just like not into it. You're just like, oh my God, enough with the emojis. Like, you guys have different love languages. Some of you, I don't know, romantically, you may end up with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I definitely think you're going to have a talk about emotions. Some of you are going to bridge the gap with a friend who you had a falling out with, particularly if they have strong water in their chart. Six of Wands. Yeah, this is like power couple vibes. It's interesting. The Six of Wands usually has to do with an individual person's success and sort of the ideas of being held in high regard, feeling like you're being put up on a pedestal, like people are admiring and appreciating and seeing you. It's all about feeling very seen, right? It's a Leo card. Here, what's interesting is there's two people. So for some of you, this actually feels like an engagement. It's like the announcement of, I don't know if it's the announcement of, hey, we're a couple. Like it could be, maybe it's on social media, or, maybe it's something published. Maybe it's an article about the business. And again, this idea of a merging of company or two leaders coming together to break bread or whatever it is. It's like big CEO energy. Others of you, yeah, it's like there's an engagement, like, and there's an announcement. There's something in the newspaper or whatever it is. And yeah, for some of you, it's like you're trying to find your wedding officiant or I don't know, something to do with wedding planning is also coming through, but that's kind of a whole other thing. All right. What can we tell Capricorn? It's funny, I almost called you Cancer, so I feel like some of you have a strong Cancer, maybe a Cancer Leo cusper in your life right now. So this says the full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in the way. And I do feel like that's appropriate because of what we said earlier of feeling like you're dealing with someone who has an ulterior motive or someone who's strategizing against you. I don't think that's true. I think, and no offense, Capricorn, I think that's your own insecurity showing a little bit. And so the minute you become aware of that, you get to choose the narrative that you're creating around this scenario, around this opportunity, and around this person. Like, don't make it an Eight of Swords thing where it's like you're stuck in the mental prison of your own thoughts that are keeping you trapped or telling you false negative things. That kind of has to do with fear, but it also has to do with pride of like wanting your moment in the sun and feeling like it's being eclipsed by someone else. I just don't get that here. I get this person doing their thing and then passing the mic. But as they pass the mic, they give you this amazing introduction. There's just something really good about how you guys collaborate and how you guys share the mic or share the podium, however you want to say it. You are not going to be eclipsed by this person. They're actually going to help elevate you or endorse you or promote you. Because here's the thing, it helps them too by doing that. There's a reciprocal relationship here. And then this also says, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. I love that. Yeah, you can drop the mask. You can be your authentic self. That's what's going to help you in this situation. All right, and last but not least, Oracle of Mystical Moments for Capricorn. What would be helpful for Capricorn to see or hear? A little fun message for Capricorn to wrap up this reading. Like a Bird, 22. We're going to read that. That makes me think of the Nelly Furtado song. Let's see. Whatever happened to her? You guys remember that song? I'm Like a Bird. Here we go. This card is about focus, forward-looking, possibilities, and motivation. A woman full of expectations looks into the future. There are no boundaries to what she can accomplish. Like the bird next to her who flies strong and direct, she knows now is the time for focused energy. You may have found yourself losing motivation lately or questioning your decisions. The key to recapturing your passion lies in readjusting your focus to unlock creativity. I think that's what this Ace of Wands is too. Surround yourself with activities or people who make you feel inspired. They can be the breath of wind under your wings. I just keep getting music downloads. Wind Beneath My Wings, Bette Midler, right? Is that Bette Midler? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Capricorn. That's what I got for you. I think I'm getting loopy over here. I hope this was only helpful. That was my intention. That was my goal. Show me some love if you resonated with this reading. Leave me a comment. Hit the like button. If you want to leave a tip or a donation, you can click on the thanks button. That would be greatly appreciated. If you're not already, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and you can hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I post readings in the future. I typically post weekly, so keep an eye out for those. And if you want more content from me, I am on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for joining me today, Capricorn. Sending you all the best, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye.